Hi everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this brief video about the University Center at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Today we're going to talk to you particularly about the Bachelor of Social Work program. So this is a way for folks who have certain degrees from certain local technical colleges. It allows them the ability to transition seamlessly into our BSW program. So we will go ahead and talk through some of the details with you. All right, so my name is Matt Steigerwald. I am the program director here at UWM in the BSW program. I'm also an instructor in the program.
And my name is Dimitri Topitsis, and I'm a professor and a chair in the social work department.
All right, you'll see our contact information here as well. We're going to go through as much as we can and try to keep it trying to keep it fairly brief. So in the event that you have any questions, do please feel free to reach out. All right, the UWM University Center. The new University Center here for UWM, we're offering students, like I said, with an associate's degree, the opportunity to complete their bachelor's degree at UWM. You'll have access to student resources as well as UWM faculty. It'll make it hopefully a pretty easy transition and allow you to complete your bachelor's degree close to home. In-home, actually, as far as this program is concerned, because the BSW program will be completed fully online with the exception of your internship program, or your internship portion of the program. You can also learn from our UWM faculty here who are experts in their fields, and you'll have connections to internships and other great professional opportunities. So the question about, do you qualify for this program? So I have a few associate's degrees listed here that you'll see that we know would qualify for this program. So for example, if you're somebody who earned a human services or substance use disorders counseling degree from Waukesha County Technical College, you would qualify. If you're someone who earned a Human Services Associate's degree from MATC or a Substance Use Disorders Counseling from Moraine Park, you would qualify for this program. If you have a related degree from somewhere else in the area, please reach out and ask to see if it might be possible for this to work for you as well. Once you've completed one of those degrees, you are guaranteed admission to UWM, and you can start here knowing that you are halfway towards completing your BSW degree. And like I mentioned, if you're unsure whether or not you might qualify, please feel free to reach out to me by email. I'm happy to chat with you about it.
So you may ask, why should I earn the Bachelor's of Social Work degree? And the answers to that question are multiple. So first, the profession is growing faster than the average of all disciplines. And within the next 8 to 10 years, professionals with a social work degree in the workforce are expected to expand by about 7%. Second, if you earn the professional BSW degree, you should expect your earnings potential to grow significantly. Third, once you have your degree in hand, you are eligible to pursue state credentialing to become a certified social worker in the state of Wisconsin, which signals to future employers and to future clients your professionalism. And finally, with the BSW, you become eligible to go on and earn your Master's of Social Work degree, which expands your professional options. In fact, earning your Master's of Social Work degree only takes about another year if, in fact, you enroll within the MSW program 7 years within completing your BSW degree. And as a professional social worker with a BSW or MSW degree, you enter a very unique field. You study and commit yourself to a professional code of ethics, which has a very uplifting effect on you and all of us, quite frankly. You have the opportunity to then apply the code and its high ideals in your work with vulnerable citizens of our communities. In addition, you learn to base your work not only on good values and ethics, but on best practices that have been shown to work well in the field and in research, and we call those best practices evidence-based practices. As our population grows and life marches on, the need for social workers who have these great values and use these evidence-based practices only grows also in kind. In other words, you would be entering into a very noble profession, following a very admirable calling, and fulfilling a very pressing need in our communities.
All right, so in terms of how long it might take you to complete your BSW degree, so this program is set up so that you can finish it in 2 years. So like I mentioned, if you finish your associate's degree, it may have taken you 2 years, give or take, sort of depending on individual situations, but you would essentially be halfway towards earning your 4-year degree. Classes will be offered completely online for this program, excuse me, like I mentioned, with the potential option for some in-person content. Our classes will be done on Canvas, which is sort of like the the website that we use where our course content is held, things like recorded lectures. You'll turn in your assignments on Canvas as well. You would take 2 classes at a time. The classes would run over a 7 or 8 week term. This decision was made in consultation with some students who had done sort of both the 15 or 16 week semester like we traditionally see versus the 8 week, and many of them said they really preferred the shorter 8 week terms. They had a chance to kind of dive into the content for 2 classes at a time rather than trying to juggle 4 classes at a time. So hopefully you'll see this as an advantage as well. In the second year, students will also take their field work. So any social work program that you're in will have an internship component, which is actually a really great part of the program. It gives you the opportunity to get some hands-on experience directly with clients in the field. So that would happen in your second year in the program. As far as tuition is concerned, we were fortunate enough to get approved for a reduced rate for this fully online program. For fall of 2025, we have a $350 per credit rate. If you were to compare that towards what you might pay if you were doing sort of the typical in-person program, it'll save you in the ballpark of $4,800 compared to what rates are currently, which makes it really the best value of any type of comparable program in southeastern Wisconsin. All right, so if you are interested in applying or expressing intent for the program, we have 2 quick steps you need to take. So the first is a QR code on the left-hand side of the screen here. You would just scan that. That'll just take you a minute or 2 to enter in your information, and that's an intent form so that we know you're interested in this program, and then I can get in touch with you and we can navigate specifics as far as whether it's something that's going to work for you. The second step is to formally apply to UWM through the QR code that you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen here. I do recommend doing it through this QR code versus sort of just going to Google and Googling apply to UWM. The reason being that this application is specifically for folks who have completed an associate's degree from one of a small handful of schools that you'll see listed on the website there. The benefit there is that there's no cost to you because your school will send your transcripts into us automatically. So it'll save you the hassle of doing it as well as any sort of financial obligation that you'd have to meet to have them send in your transcript. So those are the 2 things that you would need to do if you're interested in the program. If you think you might be interested but you're not sure or you have other questions, really do please reach out and talk with me. I'm happy to chat about any of it with you. All right, anything else?
No, that'll do it. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Sounds good. Thanks, folks.